Howdy do, I am Gamrison and welcome to the husband rating scale test, or the marital rating scale test. We'll do both tests because why not? With the caveat that these were made back in 1929, so they might be a little outdated in the ideals that they have. So, we'll just jump immediately into the questions, because why not? Question 1. Who do you want to rate as a husband? I want to rate myself. I want to rate someone I know. Well, obviously myself. Let's see. Stares or flirts at other women while out with his... I don't see why. That one's weird. No. When I was in my last relationship, my eyes weren't for anyone else. It was just for them until that relationship ended. If I wanted to be with somebody else, it's called breaking up. Publicly praises his bachelor days and regrets having married. No, because if I'm getting married, I wouldn't get married if it was going to be a regret, unless the marriage went wrong, in which case we're probably divorcing. Criticizes his wife in public. Probably not. Like, there's banter and stuff that I would do to anybody. No one's safe from my banter. It doesn't matter who you are. But at the same time, if it comes to criticizing, there's this term that exists. Maybe it's mostly in politics, this term that exists called politics ends where the border begins. And it's usually the idea that your country probably has different political parties, but they're united when it comes to dealing with stuff externally. That's kind of how I try to view not even just something like marriage, but just stuff, period. If I have an honest criticism against a friend or relative or something that I think needs to be addressed, I'll probably try and address it back in a space where it's just us to talk, instead of trying to put them fully on blast in front of a crowd. For what? What does that really serve? Is courteous to his wife's friends? I would try to be. There's a saying where, like, if the wife ain't happy, no one's happy, and all that stuff. Or if the queen isn't happy. Now that doesn't mean, which is why I'm not going all the way to often, let them just step all over you. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, if there's a opportunity to get along, get along. It's probably better for every party involved to get along. Fails to come to the table promptly when the meal is ready. Well, who eats at the dinner table anymore, really? Frequently compliments his wife on her looks, cooking, housekeeping, etc. See, like, at that part, yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's something I just tend to do anyways. Friends and stuff too. Some people, it varies on the compliment, of course. I'm not always complimenting, like, say, everybody on their looks, but I'll try and compliment people on their skills, because sometimes it's nice to build people up, you know? Is polite and mannerly, even when alone with his wife. I feel like that would be the utmost time to be polite, is when you're alone. You don't want war stories about when you're one-on-one, the things that like they're in some sort of like entrapped situation, and maybe they're finally escaped to and they can talk to other people. Has a date with his wife at least once a week. That's what marriage is. Marriage is an eternal date. Helps his wife with the dishes, caring for children, scrubbing. If I was gonna have to take the time to have children, yeah, I would try to care for them, sure. And I'm Dr. Scrubgood, so obviously this one goes without saying. Next. Is a good conversationalist. I can ramble with the best of them. I don't know if that makes me a good conversationalist. I can go on tangents for 3 hours, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna say yes, actually. You know what? No, my rambling's a positive trait. Why not? Let's see, and whew, who could have saw that coming? Me, obviously. Very superior husband, of course. Just letting you know. I'm not saying, yeah, I catch feelings now from looking at these results, but I'm, you know, ladies, listen. I got you. We'll move on to the other one, because everyone does both, obviously, because it's more of a for fun idea, but same thing, 1929, let's jump into it, obviously rating ourselves. Here we go. Next. Is suspicious and jealous. I don't see why that would benefit me. If I feel something is wrong, I'm going to confront people. I tell people this all the time. If I'm not telling you to your face, or at least in DM something, that I have a problem with you, then no matter how something seems, I do not have a problem with you. Let's the husband sleep late on Saturdays or Sundays and holidays, obviously. I always hate that idea that you gotta wake up early every single day. I understand a sleep schedule and adjusting your body clock and blah blah, but listen, if we're married, all right, and you had to pick up an extra shift, you just got home late, you just couldn't sleep for a while, didn't get to sleep till 4 a.m. and it's the weekend, and I'm like, I got up at like 9:30, you should get up at 9:30. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna let you sleep. I know that you've only slept about 5 hours as it is. Go on, keep sleeping. Unless the house catches on fire, then everybody's getting woke up. Is a good hostess, even the unexpected? No. You show up uninvited, we got problems. Wears red nail polish. Now, here's the thing. I have no plans on ever wearing nail polish. Maybe if it was like a charity incentive or something, you know, I'll never say never, but if I was, Listen, I have a red bias. People know this by now. Red, favorite color. Yes, I know a lot of times it's black with red. That's because a lot of people do that as they get older. They usually use black or white as the base color, and then their favorite color is like the trim color. Red. I love red. Red's fantastic. It's a great color. If I was going to wear nail polish, the only two colors I could see myself wearing would be red. And the other probably like black. Black just looks real nice. As someone who can't draw very well, I can't draw hands and feet, obviously, too. That's what that means. So if I am in a situation where I am, just drawing black on the nails just makes it look a little bit better. Like it was a little less of a mistake to draw. I'll just say that. They also just look good, period. Okay, I have a little bit, listen, it's not about the hands and the feet themselves. It's the color. I'm losing the crowd right now. But red, I have a red biased. So if I was going to, right? Story time, right? Like, as like a kid, right? So my mom would take us when she had like a nail appointment to a nail salon, and even though we had our Game Boys, me and my brother, one of the things I thought was cool was like on the walls were just lines of like a certain color, and there's so many different shades of that color. And so like the red part where all the red nail polish was, there's like 50 different shades of it, and it was cool. I'm not making the joke there. I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm just saying. Does black? Pretty sure black doesn't have that many shades, right? I'm not gonna look it up on here because it's capturing, but let's tell me why. Actually, don't tell me why. I went to look up if there was like different shades and that much of a variety for like, you know, nail polish for black and stuff, and it just gives me hand and feet pics with black nail polish or toe polish, whatever. I quit. Sorry, Steam. I'm taking your allegations to me. Doesn't like children. I wouldn't say I hate children, to be honest. I hate brats like anyone else does. Has meals ready on time. Buddy, I ain't the one. I gotta hunt the stuff to be able to make the stuff, and it takes 4 hours. Is often late for appointments. I try my hardest to be, because I don't want to be there anyways. Oh my... Oh, buddy, I know it was based off of 1929, but hot dang. You rated yourself as a 0. Failure as a wife. You know, however, you know, I'm not saying you gotta be any kind of way. I'm not saying you gotta hit me up or anything, but I'm just saying, yo, husband-wise, though, very superior. I'm just, you know, it's on the screen. I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there. This, however... You ever prepare for something and you still do terribly on it? That's what this kind of felt like. I wasn't rooting for this one specifically, but 0? However, you know, one more time before we get out of here, I'm just, you know, if you're thinking some kind of way, I'm just letting you know this exists. Obviously, this is factual, even though it's like 100 years later, nearly, from when these standards were created for this test, but you know. How you doing? Anyways, we're gonna end the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, the actual subscribe button. But I don't know which video will be next. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So until this time, take care and enjoy pizza responsibly. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.